Few figures in maritime history are as legendary as Hayreddin Barbarossa, the infamous pirate turned Ottoman admiral, whose name became synonymous with dominance in the Mediterranean. From humble beginnings as a privateer, Barbarossa rose to command the Ottoman navy, reshaping the balance of power in the region. But how did a pirate become one of the most powerful naval leaders in history? Barbarossa, whose real name was Kizza, earned his nickname from his fearsome reputation on the seas. Born on the island of Lesbos in the late 15th century, he and his brothers began their careers as privateers, raiding ships and coastal towns under the pretense of serving Muslim rulers. But make no mistake, Barbarossa's raids weren't random acts of piracy. They were calculated moves in a larger geopolitical struggle between Christian Europe and the Muslim world. Barbarossa's turning point came when he aligned himself with the Ottoman Empire. Recognizing his skills and influence, Sultan Selim I appointed him as an admiral of the Ottoman navy. This was a strategic decision. Barbarossa's intimate knowledge of the Mediterranean's trade routes and his experience in naval warfare made him an invaluable asset. One of his greatest achievements was the conquest of Algiers in 1516. This wasn't just a territorial gain, it was a strategic coup that gave the Ottomans a foothold in North Africa. Algiers became a base for further operations, allowing Barbarossa to disrupt European trade and challenge Spanish and Venetian dominance in the Mediterranean. Can you imagine the scale of this achievement? A pirate had turned a city into the heart of an empire's naval strategy. Barbarossa's naval dominance culminated in the Battle of Preveza in 1538. Facing a massive Christian fleet led by the Holy League, Barbarossa's tactics and leadership secured a decisive Ottoman victory. This battle solidified Ottoman control over the eastern Mediterranean for decades. How did he do it? By leveraging smaller, more maneuverable ships and his intimate knowledge of the sea. The victory was so significant that it marked the beginning of the Ottoman Golden Age of naval power. But Barbarossa's story isn't just about battles and conquests. He was also a master diplomat and a patron of culture. As Admiral of the Ottoman Navy, he helped transform Istanbul into a maritime hub, attracting merchants, shipbuilders, and scholars. His legacy wasn't just written in the waves, but in the cities and ports that flourished under his protection. Yet Barbarossa's reputation wasn't without controversy. To his enemies, he was a ruthless pirate who plundered Christian lands and enslaved countless people. Some estimate it to be more than 1 million. To the Ottomans, he was a hero, a defender of Islam, and a symbol of their empire's strength. So, was he a villain or a visionary? The answer depends on which side of history you stand. The impact of Barbarossa's career was far-reaching. His naval strategies influenced the Ottoman navy for generations, and his victories ensured Ottoman dominance in the Mediterranean for nearly a century. His life is a testament to the power of ambition, adaptability, and a deep understanding of the sea. Today, Barbarossa is remembered as one of the greatest naval commanders in history. His legacy reminds us of the fine line between piracy and statecraft, and how the seas have always been a stage for power, ambition, and change. From pirate to admiral, Barbarossa's story is a vivid reminder of how one man's vision can reshape the course of history.